My Gomphrena is doing amazing. It is time to give you an August flower farm update. Shoot, so I wouldn't cry. Now I know a lot of you are like, Jessie, where you been? And I apologize. I know it's been a minute since posting, but some things have been happening. While my zinnias are being beautiful and blooming out, I was kind of going through a little bit of a breakdown. Shoot, so I wouldn't cry. This is what happens when you get overworked. Honestly, severe burnout happened. Now, some of you may be like, Jessie, how are you having a breakdown in July when it's like the time the farm starts really going? Well, that's easy. This farm's been going since January. I'm exhausted and it's still not over. My farm is 365 days around going. There is no stopping. There is no point of rest, real rest. I'm better now. I took some time to honestly do a little bit of this. Sitting with my pug and watching TV. A lot of you have asked me, Jessie, how do you manage it all? And once again, the truth is, I don't. I go and go and go and just dive headfirst into everything. And that eventually leads to a complete burnout and breakdown. And I've accepted that fact. In the phases of my breakdown, I have the crying, realizing that I don't want to be out here and there's something going on and I'm having a complete breakdown phase, where I cry my eyes out. 2, I sit in a chair with my pug and watch TV for hours because I don't want to be out here. And now we're at phase 3 where I'm like, okay, it's time to push through. Last year I stopped my farm in August. I just hard stopped and took time to rest. And this year I was like, I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'm gonna grow flowers as long as I can until October, until November when the first frost hits. I don't know if I'm still going to do that. I'm going to let this area, the zinnias, go. So let's talk about real quick an update of what the farm currently looks like and what my plans are versus what they were when I first started the season. I would like to take a moment to thank Sunny's Flower Farm and Colorado Tulips for providing super thanks to my past videos. Thank you guys so much for the super thanks and helping support the farm. You are helping me pay for the tulips that I've got to pay for in November. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you who do super thanks or super chat, I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, Sunny's Flower Farm and Colorado Tulips. Y'all are the best. So this whole bed area is what's going to become the annual bed. This is my warm, summer-loving plant section. And as you can see, this looks nothing like I had envisioned. I have a nice long row of zinnias, and this looks like what I envisioned for the most part. It's beautiful. And then I've got this small little patch right there. And then there's supposed to be cosmos and such. And I was going to do another patch of zinnias right here. And I was just going to have zinnias all the way back here. And then I was going to have amaranth. And, well, this is my amaranth plant. This is my red Spike Amaranth, and I mean, look at that. She's pretty much my height or taller. I don't know if I have a whole lot to go with her, but she's beautiful. The rest of my amaranth just didn't make it. Some things I did really well with this year, and others, not so much. Cosmos. Majority of them are dead. I'm not real sure what happened here, but something happened, and some of them are, beautiful, some of them not so much. So cosmos last year were a fail, this year were a fail. I don't know what's going on, if I'm watering them too much. Is it too fertile of a soil? Something's going on with my cosmos this year and last year. But something that's doing excellent is my Gomphrena. The Gomphrena is doing so good. I'm loving my Gomphrena. It's amazing. So Gomphrena is one of my favorite cut and come again flowers. I love it. And I love doing the wiggle test on it. It's just so much fun. It comes in all these different colors right now. Pink is taking over, and that's amazing. But I've got a few other colors behind me. I'm loving this Gomphrena this year, guys. It was just so late. It's so late. And that's my fault because I planted it late. FYI, if you didn't know, Gomphrena like the blob. It takes over for certain varieties, whereas some that I would love to take over are much, much smaller. Like this one, Strawberry Field Gomphrena, and I'm not sure the variety, but this beautiful hot pink one right here is so small, but I love it. It's honestly been taken over by the white and the pinks. And then this, y'all, is supposed to be the Celosa area. Once again, this year, it just doesn't look that great, and it's my fault. I didn't plant enough of it. It didn't do great, but I still love it. It looks fantastic in bouquet. Ruby Parfait right here, though, looks amazing. The last thing that's doing really well on the flower farm at this point are my marigolds. They are looking so good and fantastic. This is the Cocoa collection. So giant marigolds, cocoa, orange, and gold are my favorites. I definitely think they probably need netting next year because I've got several that have just fallen over. And this beautiful gorgeousness is a weed. It's popping up everywhere. I need to get rid of it. So let me show you what the rest of the farm currently looks like. Try not to get too scared. My glads that I planted from Jake, the ones that did get planted, I still have a crate full, look pretty sad. But I guess they got thrips. They also didn't get enough water. So I've got a few blooms, but not many. Lily area is covered in weeds. I need to pull all those up. My Rudbeckia is looking really sad. Yeah, some of it's putting out a second flush of flowers. I'll also need to come out here and just deadhead a lot of it. Same with the yarrow. It's being taken over. Everything looks like weeds and chaos. It's ugly right now.
Empty bottles, messy bed, clothes are hanging off the shelf, memories scattered in my head.
The dahlias are struggling. They look so bad right now. And you can see over there, they are not happy. My shade structure has come apart. It's currently a mess, and I'm okay with that. It is time to start prepping for next year, so let's get to work. So this is my back flower field area behind the farm. I've got lots of daffodils planted out here. It's safe to cover up the daffodils with plastic as long as they're dormant and the green has died back, which it did a long time ago. But we're gonna cover it with plastic, and then we will let the grass die right here. Maybe bring out some compost, I'm not sure. But then we will plant bachelor button sections, and for an opportunity for photographers to come out here and take pictures in the flowers with their clients. So that's hopefully happening next year.
Take me in your arms. I don't want to miss a day without you. Let's stay young forever. There is nothing we can't do. And nothing can break us apart when we're together. Facing the sky, we know that we can fly on the wings of love. And we can climb on every mountain.
Now it's the evening time, which I should probably start pulling up weeds that are everywhere and getting this all prepped, but I really am just so tired. The plan is tomorrow. Tomorrow is to start seeds. I need to start some foxglove, some Dusty Miller. I'm going to go ahead and start Status and a lot of other cool flowers. We're going into year 2 of cool flowers, and I feel a lot more confident than I did before. And I think on the weekends, instead of going to the market, I'm going to just start ripping all this stuff out. These beds that are behind me are cool flower beds, is kind of what I decided. And then where the Rudbeckia and Yarrow is going to be my perennial bed. Now, if you're wondering what I'm going to be doing with all these zinnias and sunflowers and marigolds, I'll still be putting together bouquets and selling them around town or as I get custom orders. I'm also tempted just to put some together and just give some out to some people around town, just as a way to give back. It's so much fun to see how far I've come, and even though this farm right now looks like a complete disaster, and honestly it just makes me go like, ew, with all these dead plants, we have accomplished a lot, haven't we, guys? So if you haven't seen my first year of flower farming, I've got a great summary of it in a video that I will put beside me here. Be sure to click on that and see how my first year of flower farming went, and I will see you there.